For the fifth day in a row, Israel and Iran launched strikes against each other, pushing the Middle East closer to full scale war. As the conflict raged on Tuesday for the fourth day, US President Donald Trump issued a stark warning. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. Speaking via his Truth Social account, POTUS said Iran had rejected a deal to curb its nuclear weapons program. Trump posted, Iran should have signed the deal I told them to sign. What a shame and waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I have said it over and over again. The growing crisis also prompted Trump to cut short his trip to the G7 summit in the Canadian Rockies. He was due to stay until Tuesday but left late on Monday night, according to the White House confirmation. As per Fox News, Trump is expected to convene his National Security Council immediately upon a return to Washington. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron viewed Trump's early departure as helpful. Calling Trump's exit a positive development, he told reporters the immediate goal is to get Israel and Iran to agree to a ceasefire. In response to the escalating conflict, US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth announced the deployment of additional defensive assets to the region. He didn't specify what those capabilities were, but emphasized the need to protect US forces and strengthen our posture. Meanwhile, Politico reported that the US Air Force is conducting a large-scale deployment of aerial refueling tankers across the Atlantic. Similarly, the USS Nimitz aircraft carrier has also been rerouted from the South China Sea to the Middle East, joining another US carrier already stationed there. To top all this, US government has issued a travel advisory urging all American citizens to leave Iran immediately. For those unable to leave, officials advise sheltering in place. The US has no official diplomatic presence in Iran, and Swiss officials serve as an intermediary. Meanwhile, at the G7, Trump hinted at a possible diplomatic breakthrough. Speaking briefly before leaving, he said,
And as I've been saying, I think a deal will be signed, or something will happen, but a deal will be signed. And I think Iran is foolish not to sign one.
Tensions also spilled into the G7 talks as Trump refused to endorse a joint statement crafted by European leaders urging de-escalation and reaffirming Israel's right to defend itself. The draft had also stressed that Iran must not acquire nuclear weapons. As diplomacy hangs by a thread, the world watches and waits, wondering if this explosive standoff will lead to peace or plunge the region into deeper chaos.